Hey everybody, welcome to the Zack Wiki review. We're just gonna play a little Yuki in the background here. We're here to talk about Zack Wiki. This was a game for the Nintendo Wii, baby. And we're gonna talk about Zack and Wiki. This was a game made for the Nintendo Wii, and it was a very interesting game. It was a very unique concept. It's kind of a point and click puzzle solving game, which is something that I'm sure there's probably a lot of interaction with Wii games when it came to using the Wiimote to point and click on the screen. It's not like it's a new concept, certainly for the time, but to put so much of a spin of character, flair, of characters who seem like they had a lot of thought and time put into. This was a game made by Capcom, and I feel like they did a really good job of establishing the world and the characters. And to be honest, like, the gameplay is not only unique and different, but it's also fun. Like, sorry, that was a weird cough. It's fun in a way that is also thought-provoking. It requires you to use a lot of critical thinking to solve each puzzle as you progress through the levels. Each level you're trying to find a piece of this captain, this pirate captain, who promises if you collect all of his shattered pieces across the world, he will allow you to have his ship, his legendary pirate ship. Of course, things are not always as they seem. And I did actually stream a little bit of this game on Twitch. And I'll be honest, I streamed the very last 3 levels, and they were absolutely brutal. It's a mark that I don't know, I almost feel like maybe it's a weird bias, but I don't really want to tick points off for, because I feel like the thing is, yeah, the last few levels of the game are extremely frustrating. They introduced a lot of mechanics that were not in the game up to that point, with no introduction, no explanation of how to use them. There was a lot of parts, without using a guide, I find nigh impossible that anyone would be able to figure them out, or at least have enough wherewithal to, put it all together. But like, I mean, that's the thing, is like, yeah, it's frustrating. Yeah, it's hard, but it's like, it's fun. It's part of the experience. Like, there are some games that I think, when it comes to puzzle solving, of course, like, the entire, difficulty is the puzzle solving. Right? That's kind of at the end of the day, it's not really a matter of can you do it. It's a matter of can you figure it out. So, to say, oh, you use a guide for it, it's like, well, I suppose, yeah, in that sense, I guess I failed the game, or the game failed me, in the sense that I couldn't resolve it otherwise. But to be perfectly honest with you, like, I really like the game. I like a lot of like I said, world building and characters in it. And it was a good time. Like, yeah, I mean, the game. Don't get me wrong. If you're looking to play this game, be aware it is incredibly frustrating at the end. And I'll be honest, like, the biggest detriment to the game is not any of that stuff. It's the Wiimote. I mean, I was using a Wiimote with Wii Motion Plus in it, and this game was having a hell of a time reading my movements. Especially once it starts asking you to do these complicated tasks one after another, you get to a point where it doesn't know where up from down is, or anything is. At one point, the Wiimote was up my ass, and I think it probably just pretty much figured it was, as if nothing was going on. So, in that sense, you're going to have frustrations, but I think that kind of comes with the territory with every Wii game. That kind of just was, the market, especially for a lot of that shovelware and whatnot. Not that this was, but that just kind of, I think, came with the territory. It's Zack and Wiki. It's the quest for Barbaros' treasure. I enjoyed it. Had some rage moments, but what good game doesn't make you want to shove a Wiimote up your ass? That's a good saying, and I think that fits well with this one. Zack and Wiki gets a thumbs up from me, and yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Let me play you guys out a little bit.